And that's the last time I'll ever sit on a traffic cone. Oh, good, Bob.
Good morning, traders. Welcome to StockCast. How are you doing, James? You got issues going on over there?
No, I'm just messing with you. I wonder what everyone thought opening up with that. Go ahead. All right. Yeah. Good morning, everyone. Todd, how you doing this morning?
I'm doing well. We got an interesting day today in the market. It's the middle of the week, near the end of the week, near the end of the month, and your buddy, good friend Jerome Powell is speaking today. So with that, lock up your wallets, lock up your bank accounts, and hold on tight.
Yeah, the stock market is going to go up. It's going to go down, left, right, ABA. Like, it's going to be all over the place. Man.
Put your right foot in.
That's pretty much it, yeah.
Bookie today.
So, when President Trump was, former President Trump was still president, I used to cringe when he would drop tweets because it would just jerk around the entire market. Well, that's kind of how it is now with Jerome Powell when he speaks. So, watch out, guys.
But the difference between Trump and Powell is that Trump had the ability to move the market up and down.
Mm-hmm.
So you had to decipher it. Powell is a one-way direction. When he opens his mouth, the market doesn't usually react positively towards his news.
Yeah. And like everything he says is positive, but it usually pulls back. But that's what makes it hard. It makes it confusing because he'll speak all this, positive stuff that needs to be said, and then, it just fools you. So, yeah. As we stand, the Dow futures are currently up 43 points. The S&P 500 is up 6.25 points, and the market is going to be choppy today, especially once we get closer to that Fed meeting. So watch out. If you're day trading, I can't tell you what to do, but me personally, I stopped day trading probably about an hour before the meeting even happens. I will not trade through those meetings.
That's dangerous. It's dangerous to do it. So people are probably wondering about my background, my screen. That's because we have a ticker we're going to talk about this morning.
Okay, Todd, just be real. You're quitting TT to be a drug dealer.
Dude, I gotta tell you, I had opportunities, a couple, to invest in some medical marijuana facilities here in Michigan, and the one guy who was really full court press on me. The problem was every time we'd meet, I could never ever get something solidified in writing. The conversation was always like, "Hey man, you're gonna make a ton of money," but I never could get he gave me a dollar amount that he wanted from me, but it was never like this is the payback, this is the returns we're going to do with it. It was always like, give me your money, we'll make you filthy rich. So I'm not, but I would, if I had an opportunity to a couple years ago, I would have, if it made sense.
Hey, I would love to own a marijuana dispensary. Man.
Yeah, they're legal cash cows.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, we're going to be talking about Tilray this morning, I think.
All right, so sit back, fire up a joint at your job site, and let's talk about
it. He was talking to you, Karen.
Yeah. All right, so let's look at ticker TLRY. So the news that came through today, basically the news is saying Tilray disappoints as Canada locks down dense cannabis demand, whatever. And then it follows up with Tilray fourth quarter financials shine thanks to rising cannabis sales. So they're kind of anticipating that the cannabis industry will be valued around $2.8 billion by 2028. And I honestly believe that's just a ridiculous statement. If the United States government would fully legalize marijuana, and they should, this market is going to go way beyond $2.8 billion. You also have to think about it. None of us are dumb enough to believe that the illegal marijuana industry is only making $2.8 billion. drug dealers across just the United States alone, if you collectively take everybody who is illegally selling drugs, cartels down to the little high school kid flipping it for $5, that industry is valued more than $2.8 billion.
Oh, way more than that.
Yeah. Cartels are not chasing $2.8 billion. They're not fighting over that small pie. That industry is way larger. So if the United States would just go ahead and freaking just legalize it, this industry would be far greater than, what their estimated value will be. So let's talk about Tilray, because in my opinion, I believe once this is all said and done, Tilray is going to be one of the leading contenders in this industry overall in the very end. Now, for what all that fundamental crap is worth, the chart tells the true story. So looking here at the 1 year, 1 day chart, what I am looking for, and I love trading Tilray. It's done well for me. So what I'm looking for is to break above 1508 for an entry. That next target being 2261, and then anything above 2261, that next target will be 33. Now, if it does break this 2261 range and continues upward, there will be strong resistance right here around 33. I would expect it to, obviously get rejected there, pull back, probably down to about 22 again, and then bounce in the future, and then make another push after that. Now, again, guys, obviously that's all speculation because that crap hasn't even printed on the charts yet. But just based off of usually how momentum tends to move here, that's kind of the setup that I see. There are so many things to consider, though. I mean, the general market could pull back hardcore and could totally mess all this up. So have a stop loss in. But anyways, 1508, and you can see it on the chart. This line right here, this is 1508. You can see on the chart how in the past when it came down here and broke down, how it responded. And then when it broke above that range, how it responded after that. And it's holding on. So I am waiting for 1508 before I decide to make an entry and then take it from there. Also, if you notice on the daily chart, let's look at the RSI right here. I mean, it's saying that this thing is just oversold. It's under that 30 threshold, and I do expect a bounce here pretty soon. Now, let's take a look at the MACD on the daily chart. If you look down here, you can see these deep red MACD candles. You see the price action up here, but then come here to the current point in time, and you see these smaller red MACD candles. Well, that PPS value is a lot lower than right here. This is what you call a bullish or a positive MACD divergence, and it is a bullish signal that a bounce is coming up. So keep Tilray on your watch list. I'm waiting for 1508 for my entry, and I'll just ride out that momentum. And then whatever money I'll make from that, well, it's only standard that you take it and you invest into Todd's new venture that he's going to be doing as a drug dealer.
Yeah, well, you should if you're gonna, it's just like if you're gonna own GM stock, you should drive a GM car. So if you're gonna invest and make money in Tilray, you should probably invest in Tilray products.
I don't really think there's a standard on that, but we'll just say it is. All right, let's take a look at the comments. So good morning, everyone. How is everyone doing today?
We're 9 minutes from the start of the market.
All right. What do we got? What do we got in the comments? Hold on. I'm just running through everyone's comments.
Sean McFadden's asking our financial advice on a $130,000 investment.
Ooh, I mean, I can't tell you what to do. Is that for POAI?
Yeah.
Oh, I have that much in it. Now just because I have that much in it doesn't mean you should have that much in it. Again, don't get in over your head. I'm a hardcore believer in predictive oncology, and they should be releasing news here in the next few weeks, and we'll just have to see how that goes. Okay. Here's one from Alana. Let's see. GRVI. Let's see what this is. GRVI. So not much data here on the daily chart, but it had a significant gap up. So let me just check the news really quick. Okay, so this is also in the cannabis industry as well. All right, so when something doesn't have a lot of data like this, and then they have, I mean, it's just been like in a downtrend and then a significant gap up, you can rest assured that the bears are going to start to step in here and short this thing back down.
Is this an IPO they just recently released?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Sometimes it's hard to tell with trading view charts, whether it's an IPO or a reverse merger or something like that. But I can only go off of what my charts show. Obviously, I just picked this up out of the comments, so I didn't have time to research this past. But anyways, yeah, like I was saying, guys, when you have something that doesn't really have a lot of data like this on the chart, and then it's just downtrending and then a significant gap up, just keep in mind that this is the exact setup that the bears look for to short, because you have all these people who are holding bags, and then when it gaps up, they're breaking even and they're looking to get the hell out. And on top of that, the bears know all this. So while these people are trying to just get out, breaking even, the bears are coming in and laying that pain to them. And that's what usually pushes this right back down. So watch out there. This is something that I personally wouldn't chase. And again, I could be wrong. I mean, they could just gap up and then keep running. But chances of that happening, slim to none, to be honest with y'all. And that is ticker GRVI.
Take a look at, we're about 5 minutes from the start of the market. Take a look at ticker SPRT, support.com.
Yes. So this one was one of our TTPB alerts. And as y'all can see what it has done, it's made this beautiful push up. But watch out right in here, guys. We got strong resistance. And let's look at that 5-minute chart. All right, so right there at about 1087. I mean, that's gonna be hardcore resistance. Yeah, come on, there we go. So hardcore resistance. I have a hard time seeing it going up and honestly breaking that again. So if you've been in this, hey, me personally, I would start looking to take profits. This thing, the market makers were heavily shorting this, and it was just a perfect setup, and everything worked out on this. I mean, that's why it pushed up hardcore. So congrats to those who have been riding this out. But it is time to start collecting those paychecks. And that is ticker SPRT.
All right, we're about 3.5 minutes away. Jerome Powell speaking today. Be safe. Be careful that you're trading today. Be smart about it. James, any final thoughts?
Just answer a quick question for Vince. Do I think SONM will still make the run up to 80 cents to $1? Yes, I believe so. Now, guys, when I say that, when I call out like these target prices or predictions, whatever, certain things have to line up to make those runs. And, just keep in mind, like, this isn't something that's going to pop off overnight. If you expect that in the market, or even pop off over just a few nights, if you expect that, you're delusional. That's the only way to say it. So investing takes time. Just remember. But other than that, that's all I have, Todd. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in today. And we will catch y'all in the next one.
See you guys.